Black coffee, I'm in trouble. Black coffee, I see trouble. Man, I'm not gonna get home. Black coffee, I'm so dizzy. Black coffee, please get busy. Oh, now baby, you get home. Black coffee, I'm in trouble. I'm so dizzy. Please get busy. Man, I'm not gonna get home. Black coffee, I'm in trouble. I'm so dizzy.
Hello and welcome inside Leominster TV Studio A. This is 20 games for 20 years. I'm Todd Robbins. The 2018 season represents the 20th year of Leominster High School athletics being broadcast consistently to a television audience, initially through Cablevision Channel 36, which was transmitted from the Media Center at Leominster High, beginning with the football season in 1999. Channel 36 would eventually join Channel 29 and a host of other numerals in what has since 2001 been known as Leominster Access Television, or today's Leominster TV. Much like I myself have aged since first taking the play-by-play mic as a 14-year-old freshman in 1999, so too has the personnel, technology, and even the branding of our broadcast coverage. From LHS TV 36 to BDSN, the Blue Devil Sports Network, or Blue Devil Sports Night, to LATV's Action Sports, to LHS Football on Leominster TV. No matter what we've called it, our mission has been the same. Serve our community by bringing top quality coverage of Leominster High School athletics into viewers' homes, especially those populations that so desperately want to take part and for one reason or another cannot make it to the game. Perhaps it's to celebrate with the players, parents, coaches, fans, and boosters of the blue and white, so they can relive it all throughout their careers and now for so many in the years that have followed, as their kids, grandkids, and great-grandchildren become part of the tapestry that is this community's historic athletic tradition. They can use this coverage to weave their and our shared history together. Over the next 20 episodes, we will celebrate our 20 seasons of television coverage by breathing new life into the games that live in our archives, beginning as it did 20 years ago with LHS football. As through the magic of digital technology, we bring you 20 games for 20 years. It is in that spirit that we bring you this game from Doyle Field in the year 2005. Labeled with the brand of LATV's Action Sports, shot direct to DVD and preserved in our archive for the last 13 years. Remastered by our archivist, Jack Selly, we bring you this game with the original play-by-play call of Ed Cataldo, in-game analysis provided by Larry Bizzato and Jack Selly. 20 Games for 20 Years presents this matchup from 2005, the Blue Devils against the Mountaineers of Wachusett Regional High School.
say there ain't no shelter here in the storm? Have we spent that much apart that we don't know where to start? Is there a place in your heart for me tonight? Well, you tell me there ain't no truth here in my reason, that I'm only looking for ways to make me stay. Well, I think you know inside I could never hurt your pride, for my memories are tied to your heart tonight. And is there a place in your heart for me tonight?
Home the Leominster Blue Devils, where Leominster is going to take on Wachusett Regional Mountaineers tonight at Doyle Field. Mountaineers come in to the, it's an interesting thing that's set up here. The conference this year for the Central Conference is going to be a close match. Wachusett comes in with 2-0 in their conference, and Leominster is 2-0 in the conference. So this is a pivotal game here tonight at Doyle Field. The Blue Devils are ready to go. We missed last week's game down in, I just turned myself down a little bit, down in Algonquin with the rain. We couldn't make it on Saturday night, so we have to apologize for that. I know a lot of people have come up to me tonight and said, what happened to last week's game? Well, we didn't quite get down there in time, but we will be at all the other games. It was just one of those unfortunate things. We are at homecoming here tonight, where the Blue Devils take on the Mountaineers. The Blue Devil band is out on the field. The captains are just about ready to come out to midfield and have the coin toss. It is a beautiful night here. Nice, crisp night, good football night. Of course, my counterpart tonight is my partner.
Oh, Ross Cataldo.
Ross Cataldo is doing two things for us.
Mike's in here.
He's doing the camera as well as doing some color work for us tonight. Mr. Jack Sully is covering a boxing match, a benefit boxing match at the Armory tonight. So we'll bring you the game from Doyle Field. Blue Devils come in with a record of 4-1. And I don't have the Wachusett record, but they played well. Tight game last week, I believe, against St. John's. I think it was last week.
No idea.
But
I thought you had them in the paper.
I don't. They give me the Fitchburg one. I'll just check it out, though.
Oh, figures.
I have the Raiders, but we're not going to talk about Fitchburg.
No.
Not now, anyways.
Who are those people? No, no one cares. So.
That's right. Okay. The coin was tossed, and the Wachusett Mountaineers will receive. So they'll have first possession of the ball on offense. Blue Devils will come out on defense. Captain's out there tonight. Big John Penning. And I lost the rest of the numbers.
60.
Chris, that is Greg Charpentier.
17.
Number 6 is Captain Derek Craig. And number 17, of course, is Anthony Calabro, the 4 captains for the Blue Devils. We're going to pause while the Leominster Blue Devil Band plays our national anthem. And that was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem done by the Leominster Blue Devil Band. We're going to do a special on them sometime this week. I'm going to go up and talk to band director and coach Barry Hudson. Spoke to him earlier. We're going to get some names for these players, of the band members.
some instrument names too.
And some instrument names so that we'll know what we're talking about, and also the flag. I don't want to. What do they call the flag? Wavers or majorettes?
Flagists.
Flagists?
I don't know.
Well, we'll get that straightened out for you.
In the band.
We'll get that straightened out for you because we like to give them a lot of praise. They work hard out there.
They're slowly growing.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I might be going crazy.
They are definitely growing. The band is really expanded. And they do a great job. And you'll see at halftime because we will cover all the halftime for you and watch their formations. So the Blue Devils huddled around Coach Dubzinski getting ready to kick off to the Mountaineers here at Doyle Field. You're watching LATV Action Sports. I'm Ed Cataldo, and partner tonight is my son,
Ross Cataldo.
And we're ready to roll.
I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, I'm getting there.
That's good. If you hear the crowds yelling, we'll be okay. Turn the crowd mic just a hair, and we're ready to roll.
Let's go down and make a stick. Let's go.
Oh. That wasn't coach.
That was the coaches.
Certainly not the coach. What are you saying right now?
We'll put our microphones on muffle, and we'll go from there.
Muffle mode.
Doing the kicking for the Blue Devils is number 20, Ryan Laprade. As usual, he does the kickoff and the extra points.
All right, I got you.
And
Let's
he
see.
does punts, I believe, too.
Yeah, they just start.
Here's the kick. It's a squib kick down the middle, rolling down around the 15, right through the legs of the Mountaineer, all the way back to the 10-yard line. Picks it up, decides to cut back, just missed, and taken down by number 24 of the Blue Devils. On a nice tackle was Zach Garvin. He's a junior, 5'10", 150 pounds. So the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10, and the ball's being placed down on their own 11-yard line. Just underway in the first quarter, the opening kickoff. And the Mountaineers are going to start out deep in their own end zone. Or their own zone, not in the end zone yet. Quarterbacking for the Mountaineers is number 10, Brian Riley. Straight dive up off tackle. Stuffed. Number 33.
Gentili.
Michael Gentili. And I believe on the bottom of that pile, I couldn't tell who was on the bottom, but the gain of about 2 yards is going to be 2nd and 8.
See, my hand's already starting to go numb. Oh.
It is a beautiful night here at Doyle Field. A nice crowd here tonight. The stands that we have here are full. And we'll show you a little bit of dirt on the other side where the new stands are going to be placed in. 2nd and 8, Riley up under center. First man up over the right side, makes a quick move. Just got around Jonathan Penning, who shot himself in on a stunt. Taken down by number 33, Michael Gentili. Gain of 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Blue Devils start out on defense. Need to make a stand. The Mountaineers are very big up front. They have a big line.
Big boys.
And they're going hard against the big line of the defense of the Blue Devils. Right across the middle is Riley, I believe. Riley on a quarterback sneak. A little extracurricular activity pushing and shoving going on. On the bottom of that pile, let me see who that was. I believe that was Charpentier.
I believe he was picking a fight with either Chris Mack or Mike Gentili.
Oh, you don't want to mess with either one. I think Derek Craig was in that little scuffle, but it wasn't enough for a first down. Ball's on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 Mountaineers. Quarterback Riley took that ball right up the middle. Gain of about 6 yards, enough for a first down. We're going to show some emotion here. This is a division game, and they're both 2-0 in their Central Division, so this means a lot. Riley drops back, just got outside, throws it out in the flats, and we're going to see what the officials call. What a good crowd here tonight in front of us. There was a completed catch for about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Riley threw the ball out into the flats. Nice low pass. It was taken in for a gain of 6 yards. Ball's just across the 35-yard line, 2nd and 4. Riley again up over the left side, trying the same type of play, going backwards on this one. Thrown back by big number 88, Jonathan Rodriguez, after he was stacked up by the interior line of the Blue Devils.
That was payback.
3rd and 4. No gain on the play. Payback, yes it was.
Oh, yes, it was.
Calabro comes to the side for the defensive call from Coach Dobzinski. So 3rd and a strong 4 for the Mountaineers. Ball sitting on their own 35-yard line. Clock running, 7:56 to go. First quarter just underway here at Doyle Field. No score. First possession. Riley on a misdirection. Played well by the Blue Devils. And who broke that up? The big number 50, John Penning. John Penning came through, held his ground, and they were running a misdirection back to Jonathan's side, and he just took down everything that was there, and the rest of the Blue Devils took over. Loss of 4 yards on the play. That makes it 4th and about 8. Great job by the Blue Devil defense, holding their own, staying home on that misdirection play inside.
Was it Fitchburg last year that did that?
Absolutely. Fitchburg did that a lot on the Blue Devils last year. Going to take care of it. Punting is Riley for the Mountaineers. Squib kick to the right side, and that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be close to the, I believe they're going to spot it down on the Mountaineer 43-yard line. So the Blue Devils got great field position for their first offensive possession. 7:09 to go, first quarter. First possession for the Blue Devils.
Ooh, what an 8-yard kick.
It was just about
a 8-yard kick.
It was off the side of his foot. We have a timeout by the Blue Devils.
You know, what do you call those guys that hold the flags? Not the flags, the big thing, the triangle thing. I can't think of the name of them right now. The flag holders over there. I can't think of his name. First down marker guy there.
The chain men.
Chain man, that's the guy's name. Didn't even move.
We're going to let you wallow for a while.
Well, I couldn't think of his name.
The chain men, they finally get it set. They're actually called the chain gang.
Chain gang.
And they're set to go now. So the ball, Blue Devils take over. They had to burn a timeout. Quarterbacking for the Blue Devils, number 22, is Dean Boise. He's a junior, 5'8", 140 pounds. Dean's done well for the Blue Devils. Came in last year against Fitchburg. Craig got hurt and has been the skipper of the team for quite a while now. In the backfield is Hernandez and Gentili. First man to Gentili, right up over the right side. Gentili digging forward. Gain him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Michael Gentili is a junior, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Plays like he's 6'4", 280 pounds. The will to live in that kid.
The will to able to think.
Ball's just across the 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line of the Mountaineers. 2nd and 8. Second man is Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get outside. If he turns the corner, he could go all the way with his speed. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. I think the line marker may have got him confused because there is a box out there that the players are not supposed to be in, and it runs parallel with the sideline markers, and they're not really marked that well tonight. The paint is kind of faded, and I think with the shadows, he probably came down and thought it was an outside, and he stepped out of bounds, but he had enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Ball's down to the Wachusett Mountaineer 30-yard line. 6:28 to go. First quarter, no score. Blue Devils on their first possession. Boise up under center with Hernandez and Gentili. It's a quick pitch to Hernandez going to left side. Hernandez rolls himself forward. Now we have a flag. We got a little extracurricular activity. I believe it's going to be called on the Wachusett Mountaineers for taking Boise to the ground. I believe that's what's going to be called unnecessary roughness. Boise rolled out the opposite way, and the 88 just covered him. It is a personal foul. Roughing the passer. It wasn't a pass, but roughing the quarterback is what it was the call.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, Boise did come out to the right side. He was heading to the sidelines, and number 88 just laid him out. Way far away from the play. So it's going to be a first down. The ball's going to be moved all the way down to the 15-yard line of the Mountaineers. 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Coach isn't too happy over there.
The Wachusett coach?
No, not at all.
Well, he probably didn't see what happened because Boise was running to the sideline.
Already lost his headphones off his head.
Well, they weren't working anyways. They came up to try to fix them earlier. Now Boise was heading to the sidelines to get the play from coach, and this kid just flattened him. Way far away from the play. Officials did a nice job watching that. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Boise, quick pitch to Hernandez to the right side. Gentili leading the block out front. Holes closed up quickly. Gain of about 5 yards on the play for Hernandez. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Hernandez was on the hip of Gentili, and Gentili just took the defense out and blew him out to the side. And Hernandez got caught by the pursuit, which was a good pursuit by the Mountaineers. But he did gain 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Ball's on the 10-yard line. 5:28 to go, first period. Blue Devils driving. Straight up front to Gentili. Gentili bounces, rolls. He's close to the end zone, and they just hold him back just about a yard. Gentili spinning around and ducking his head and holding on to that ball. Brings it all the way down to about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. Blue Devils on a great drive here tonight. The 15-yard penalty helped.
Oh.
But they would have covered that anyways. Ball's down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Gentili again to the right side. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and popped a couple times. Just got back to the line of scrimmage. Running a little straight up that time. Good play by the defensive man for the Mountaineers. That's number 88 for the Mountaineers. That's Brendan Gove. I don't have any sizes for them or weights, but he's a big kid. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gentili did gain 1 yard.
That'd be 2. I believe 3 minus 2 is
I'm
1.
sorry, he's on the 2-yard line.
Oh, well then.
There it is. I'm going to give it to Gentili and take it in. They're bringing Hernandez on and he runs into a stack of players. Ball popped out. It looks like the Blue Devils recovered it. Mountaineers say they get it. Let's see what the officials say. It is. Hernandez got popped and dropped the ball on the 1-yard line, and the Mountaineers recovered it, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line.
Wow. That's not good.
No, you can't be fumbling the ball in the red zone, that's for sure. You know what, Ross?
What? You never hit record, did you?
Sorry, coaches. You missed a little bit of the first drive, but now.
The good drive and then.
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm going to get it tomorrow, Monday. I'm dead.
We kind of made a mistake for Coach Dobzinski. We're running a VHS tape for him. Each game we do that so they can review, and we forgot to turn it on. So he missed about 7 minutes.
Oh.
Sorry,
I'm
Coach.
dead.
Sorry, Coach. So Riley up under center for the Mountaineers are starting on their own 1 yard line. Drops back, just got outside Rodriguez. Riley's going to break it upfield. This kid's got some quick feet, couple of dig moves. He got around Craig, and this kid may go all the way. This is going to be a 99-yard run if he can catch him. 2 guys running after him, tripped him up, and he's just taken down short. Jonathan Hernandez just dove at his foot and just got a hold of him. And also number 24 for the Blue Devils, Zach Godwin, were trying to chase him down. They just got him. He was going to be all the way down for, that would have been a 99-yard run. Riley got outside on the misdirection play and just turned the corner, cut it back into the middle, and made some quick moves. Left a few guys. Derek Craig kind of standing in the middle, went one way with the fake and just ran around him. It's going to be a minute before the chain gang gets all the way down there. Well, we got that run anyways for Coach. Clock running 3:43, 3:41 to go, first quarter. And the ball's down. It's hard to see the yard markers here tonight because they're not painted very well. I'm going to say it's down on the 30-yard line. Right side, breaking off the right side. We got a lot of Wachusett fans in front of us. You maybe hear that. Nice run by number 22 for the Mountaineers. Chris McNamara limping back to help. Gain of 9 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Number 22 for the Mountaineers is Dan Wild. Ball's on the 12-yard line. 2nd and 1. Right side, Wilder again, turns the corner. That'll be enough for first down. Ball's all the way down to the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3 for the Mountaineers. Blue Devils made a great defensive stand in the first part, took the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line, fumbled the ball away, and the Mountaineers have brought it all the way back down the field to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, that changed quickly.
That's for sure. Riley up under the center. Straight dive, 22. Tied up in there. Somebody had a big hand out there. I think that was Jonathan Rodriguez. Grabbed the front of his shirt and just kind of pulled him back. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Well, it looks like it's on the 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. Clock running, 2:03 to go, first quarter. No score. Mountaineers knocking on the door. Mountaineers with an eye backfield, and we have a timeout. Timeout, Wachusett. So Wachusett wanted to talk this one over. 2nd and goal from the 2.5-yard line. This gives us time to thank our sponsors for tonight.
Good sponsors that we remember.
Absolutely. Mayor Dean Mazzarella.
I should probably turn my switch on from my headset.
It's on.
Oh, I can't hear myself.
You should be able to.
No, I can't.
Check your plug. Maybe you unplugged it.
I did not unplug this. Oh, tape it up, please. Tape it up there, Ross. Hello, folks. Hello, Steve.
You hear yourself now?
No. Oh, well.
I can hear you.
Oh, well, that's all
Can
that
you hear
matters.
me?
I know. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, then don't worry about it.
Oh, whoa. Here we go.
Sponsors for tonight. We'll get back to them now that we wasted all that time.
Jeez.
A 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Riley up under center. We have an eye backfield. Quick pitch to the second man around the right side. Number 22 dives for the end zone, and he's in. Number 22 for the Mountaineers is Dale Wild. He dove the 3 yards for pay dirt. So the Mountaineers take a 6-0 lead with 1:42 to go, first quarter. Mountaineers have a tendency to go outside. Ross, what do you think? Getting around
let me check. 85 there. 10 yard there. Yeah, I think so. Just add up the yards that we got going on that. Oh, it's 99 yards. Why don't you watch the play? We'll fix that later.
How's that better?
No.
Okay. Here's the kick for the Mountaineers with a single-point conversion. Ball's down, it's up. That's a nice kick end over end, and it's good. There was 1:42 to go, first quarter. Mountaineers lead 7-0 here at Doyle Field. Both things happened wrong on that play. Blue Devils dropped the ball down the 1-yard line, and they allowed the Mountaineers to go 99 yards for 7 points. Let's get back to our sponsors.
Yes.
How come the scoreboard? Oh, I said 7-6. The sponsor for tonight, Mayor Dean Mazzarella, Ernie Rooney of Richardson's Funeral Home, El Camino Restaurant, best clam sauce in town, and that's it for tonight.
Mass Powder.
No, Joey DeCarroll's Insurance, of course.
Carroll's Insurance.
DeCarroll's Insurance. Those are our sponsors for tonight. If you're interested and would like to sponsor, call LATV, talk to Kyle, Jack, or Kevin, and they will gladly set you up with a sponsorship, and we'll give you a little airtime.
Jesus.
Now, last week we were here. We had talked about,
It's actually 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we talked about the first pizza company that sends us a pizza up in the press box. Boy, will we give them some airtime. So if you're watching this and you work for a pizza place, and we're not here next week, we're down in Brockton, but the week after that, we're back here.
If you want to deliver to Brockton.
The next Saturday, it's going to be a Saturday afternoon game. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. It's going to be Milford High at 7 o'clock a week from this Saturday. We're going to be in Brockton next week. So if you are watching this and you want to bring a pizza to the press box, we'll gladly accept it. Gladly. So deep back for the Blue Devils, number 2, Jonathan Hernandez. Let me see, number 21, Orthal Sankoon, I believe that is. And it's to the up man. It's to, I believe that's Ryan Laprade, number 20. It is Ryan Laprade, number 20, with the second line. Takes it back in a return of about 10 yards. Ball's going to be placed down on the Blue Devil 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 1:36 to go, first quarter.
Oh, she's going to turn that down a tad.
Blue Devils trail 7-0. Big Jonathan Penning up over the ball. Big offensive line in front of the Blue Devils. Boise quarterbacking. Second man, Hernandez to the left side, just up over tackle. Falls forward, but gain of 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Again, you're watching LATV Action Sports. Glad to bring you Blue Devil football. We will be bringing you some specials this year. We're also going to bring you all the home hockey games and all the home girl basketball games. So stay tuned to LATV Action Sports for all your sports needs. Dean Boise up on the center. High backfield for the Blue Devils. It's a delay to run to Hernandez, and he just swallowed up. Going to run a little delayed draw, and the Mountaineers were just sitting in the holes waiting for it. And squashed it for probably a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Ball's being placed down on the Blue Devil 38-yard line. Referee just moved the ball back a couple of inches. Rodriguez to the right, Laprade to the left. Boise drops back, looks to Laprade. Just not out, sorry, that was over to Anthony Calabro, who came out, and it was just knocked away by the defense. And it's going to be 4th and 7. 17.2 seconds to go. Ball sitting on the Blue Devil 38-yard line. 4th and 7. Fall asleep?
No, I was actually cracking my ankle.
Back to punt for the Blue Devils is number 20, Ryan Laprade. All right, gets a kick off. It's a nice spiral kick. Coming down, going to bounce down around the 40-yard line, 35-yard. It's touched just on the 35-yard line, where the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 7.2 seconds to go, first quarter. Blue Devils trail 7-0. Blue Devils couldn't get the offense going on their second possession. And let's see what they can do on defense. Blue Devil defense got to stand up to the Mountaineers this time. And the Mountaineers weren't moving the ball their first time. They were very Blue Devils were stingy letting them come through the line. A couple of long runs hurt them. So hopefully that won't happen. This kid Riley, if he gets outside, he can turn the speed on and he can hurt you. So they got to keep him contained. Defensive ends really have to do the work on this job. Riley puts it on his hips, rolling right side, throws it out into the flats. Gentili's after him. Take it down just short of the first down. But a gain of 9 yards or 8 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2. And the officials have called a timeout. And I believe that's going to be the end of the quarter.
That it would.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Well, let's see. Yes, it is. So they'll come to the sidelines and they'll talk things over. This kid Riley made a nice fake, put the ball on his hip, rolled to the right side, threw it out of the flats to number 1, which is Pat Macy, and gain of 9 yards. And maybe we can get our cameraman to scan the other side of the field for a minute. We'll show you a little bit of what the field is looking like. You can see that the stands have all been removed on that side of the field for the new stands, and it's quite a process that they've done. They brought in a ton of dirt, and they've sloped the hill, and the new bleachers are going to be placed into this dirt, just on top of the dirt, not into the dirt, but on top of the dirt, and you will access the bleachers from the top. After he scans all the way down, you can see it. We'll go back, and I'll show you. There's a white truck on top of the hill, and that's where you're going to access the stands from. You'll actually walk down into these brand new stands, and it'll be like a real stadium. The stands will be up higher, so when you're walking in front, people aren't going to walk in front of you. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful setup, and they're going to do both sides of the field. I believe the steel is going to be coming in this week. I'll talk to Pat LaPointe, and they're looking forward to getting things rolling and try to get some of those in before the winter sets in.
There's your white truck.
There's my white. There it is, right there. So that's where the top of the stands are going to be, and that's going to be a walkway all the way along the top where people can come in from. So it will be a great project, and this is a great project here at Doyle Field. If you want to get involved, I know they're looking for donations for Doyle Field. You can contact. I'm not sure who you want to contact. I think it's Gilly Donatelli is the president of the association that's running the fundraising, or you can call LTV and they can give you more information on that. I will try to get you some information for our next broadcast, which will be from Brockton, in Brockton. That'll be a good game.
It's a good trip, too.
So the Mountaineers start out the second quarter, 2nd and 1. Ball sitting on their own 44-yard line. Riley checks the defense. Second man to the right side is number 22, running far outside. He gets around the defensive end, enough for a first down and more. Defensive ends are really getting fooled. They're coming down too soon. He's got some quick feet on this kid from the Mountaineers, Dan Wade. Once he turns the corner, he had plenty of speed to get the first down and then some. The ball's all the way down to the Blue Devil 48-yard line, 1st and 10 Mountaineers.
I don't know what just happened here.
We lost everything.
Did we lose everything?
Yes, we did.
All right, hold on, give me a sec.
Did you knock the plug out?
I did not. I do nothing.
We've lost our audio, so we'll let him work on that. I'll try. It's flipping around.
Yes.
Here's the ball to the right side.
Oh,
Turn the corner, gets by Hernandez. Is thrown out of bounds. Photographers go flying. And Mountaineers fans screaming for a flag, but going to be close to another first down. We are back. We are back.
Okay.
We need some tape.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we lost that play, but we had a little technical difficulty. We'll try to give you some, make sure we're okay with that.
Jesus.
Ah.
I mean,
We have no, there it's back now.
well, I know, I see that. Tape that down. All right. I'm switching over
To what?
to battery.
Well, it's okay now.
Oh, it's okay.
Just put that in your
Hold
belt.
on. Okay.
All right, now we're back in action. We had a little blackout. Number 22, straight dive up over the middle. This kid 22 is really moving the ball for the Mountaineers. He's across down over the 35-yard line. It's being placed down the 35-yard line of the Blue Devils, 1st and 10. Clock running, 10:39 to go. Blue Devils trail 7-0, and the Mountaineers are moving.
Always got to be fooling around.
Well, we had to switch over to our emergency channel. Hopefully everything's okay. It looks good now. Mountaineers come out 1st and 10 on the Blue Devil 35-yard line. Mountaineers shifting all over the place. And we got a timeout.
I would hope so.
Riley shifted the end from one side to the other, and the other end came back across, and they kind of all looked at each other as if to say, hey, this isn't right. So smart move. He called a timeout, went to the coaches, and said, help. We are here tonight. It is homecoming for the Blue Devils. It is a beautiful night for football. Nice, crisp night. You losing it again? We're going to have to...
it's going crazy on me here. I think I just saw a white flash, or was that just me?
That was just you.
Oh, God.
We'll take care of it at halftime.
Yeah.
Well, we have to take care of it right away because we need to do the band at halftime. Ooh, a bee just came in. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. Nice hit.
Wow. That was a bee about the size of my head. Just flew in the window and almost stung me. And it's one of those nights, getting close to Halloween. Here's Riley with a misdirection inside. Broken up nicely by big Jonathan Penning, number 50. Jonathan Penning, a senior captain, 6'3", 310. It's twice he's broken up that misdirection play inside. Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball's on the Blue Devil 34-yard line. Brian Riley doing the quarterbacking for the Mountaineers. Drops back to pass. Calabro almost got him. Oh, wrapped up by Jonathan Rodriguez, putting the pressure on Calabro, Penning, and Rodriguez. And Rodriguez finally just nails him to the ground. A nice job on the defense. A great surge by the Blue Devil defense to break that one up. Loss of 1 yard on the play. 3rd and 11. That's a lifter for the Blue Devil defense. You need a couple of those. Oh, maybe they'll take away their passing thought. And Riley puts it on his hip. Rodriguez stops him again. I think Riley had a chance of running that ball. And it's completed. We got a flag in the middle of that play. It was complete for a 1st down. Hey, look who's here. All righty. We just talked about you guys. Yeah, we said, well, we missed the Jonathan Penning fan club tonight. And then they show up. What a great job. Thank you for coming, and thank you for bringing everything you guys do for us. It's wonderful. Thank you. Our friends from the Jonathan Penning fan club just dropped off a box of, I'm going to open it up, a couple of hot coffees. We're ready for the night now. There was a flag on the play after a 15-yard gain. It's going to come back 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. I didn't get the call because I was talking with the Jonathan Penning fan club.
I believe he's going to give it to us.
Illegal man downfield was the call. That was that play was well done by Jonathan Rodriguez on the right side. I think the quarterback Riley had intentions of putting that on his hip and possibly running that out there. And Rodriguez played a nice job, turned that cornerback in, and by then the guy was downfield because he thought it was probably going to be a run. And nice job. So 3rd and 15. Here's Riley throwing it down. You got two wide open. Nice play broken up by Ryan LaPrade. Ryan had intentions of picking that one off, but just made a nice play. The man had gone by him, came up and took the ball and almost intercepted it, knocked it out of bounds. That makes it 4th and 15. Ball's on the Blue Devil 41-yard line. Clock running, the clock stopped now at 8:19 to go in the first half. Blue Devils lead 7-0.
No.
Let's turn this around right now.
Here's the punt. Taken down. Nobody got the ball. They let it roll, and it's going all the way down to the 1-yard line. Well, these are some miscommunications. They were going to let it go in the end zone. But back was Captain Derek Craig, and he let it go. And also back with him was number 24 for the Blue Devils, Zach Garvin, and neither one of them picked it up and didn't go in the end zone. It died in the grass, and it's going to be placed down on the less than the 1-yard line. So the Blue Devils can't start out much deeper than they are now. You okay, partner?
I'm good.
Okay.
I had to Something about a lighting crew. And we have some crazy people down here.
A lighting crew.
I don't know.
Okay. So the Blue Devils start out on their half-a-yard line. Boise just takes it. Quarterback Keith followed big number 50 up front and get him a little bit of working space. And about 2 yards on the play. Ball's all the way down. Oh, all the way down, but it's brought up to the 4-yard line. Gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 from the, that looks like the 4-yard line.
We have some crazy Leominster fans here. There's a painted chest, no shirts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there they are. I can't see. What does it say? LHS on their chest?
Maybe, I don't know.
I will get a shot of them later after this play. Boise quarterback to the right side. Gentili breaks it off to the right side. Still getting up. He's going to be up close to the 10-yard line. See where they finally place him. They picked him up and carried him back about 7 yards. Official's going to mark it about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3.
What are you breaking into?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's pastries from
Oh,
the pastries are here from the Jonathan Penning fan club.
I definitely like that fan club.
Nice hot coffees and pastry. My goodness. They do it every week for us when we're home, and we appreciate it. And it's great that that spirit stays with the kids, too. So 3rd and 3. Charpentier, Greg Charpentier came up in the hole looking for somebody to hit, and I'll tell you, he looked like a freight train coming up there. He led the hole wide open. I think that was Hernandez that came up through, and it's plenty for first down, but we have some laundry on the field.
Find out.
And it's going to be a face mask call, I believe.
I like that call.
I think that was the only way they were going to stop Jonathan Hernandez that time, because he was flying.
Yeah, he had some speed going.
They pulled the guard from the right side, and Greg Charpentier, he turned the corner, and he looked up in the hole, and boy, I'll tell you, it was fierce looking from here because there was nobody for him to hit. He was just kind of like a bull that was looking to hit somebody, and he wound up going upfield and gives enough for the first down. Ball's all the way down, all the way up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Clock running, 6:22 to go. First half, Blue Devils trail 7-0. And we're going to have an illegal procedure call against some Blue Devils. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
There goes that penalty.
Yes, it was. Illegal procedure on the Blue Devils. A little bit anxious. I don't know who it was. I didn't see who jumped, but Boise brings the play in from the sidelines, as he does every play. Comes to the sidelines and gets it from the coaching staff that is up next to us in the box. And they relay it down to Coach DeCarolis, and they run into high backfield, the Blue Devils. Second man, Hernandez to the right side. Makes a cut to the outside, just taken down. It was a great block out front. Hernandez could have broken that tackle. There was nobody between him and the goal line. Did a nice job, Ryan LaPrade out front, threw a nice block, and Hernandez brings it back. Gains all of the penalty and then some. It's going to be 2nd and about 6. Ball's being placed out on the 30-yard line of the Blue Devils. 5:33 to go, first half. Blue Devils trail 7-0, but they're on the move. Again, next week we'll be in Brockton. We'll bring you that game on tape delay.
So it will be this one.
It'll be, yeah, right. So is this one. 2nd and 7. Gentili to the right side. She's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Made a gain of 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd down and just about 4 yards. Ball's on the Blue Devil 32-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Blue Devils. 4:43 to go, first half.
They need this big.
This is a big first down. Ryan LaPrade comes out split left. Rodriguez split right. High backfield. So Hernandez tries to break it up off tackle, and he just hit at the line of scrimmage. A gain of about 2 yards. It's going to leave it short. Going to be 4th and about 2. Well, the Blue Devils have got to kick this ball away here with 4:12 to go. And give the Mountaineers too close to their zone. Ryan LaPrade doing the kicking for the Blue Devils. Good snap. Gets it off. Nice kick by LaPrade. Ball's being taken down on the 35-yard line. And he's run back just about the... They're going to mark him out. They're having trouble here tonight. The Blue Devils and the Mountaineers are having trouble seeing that sideline. It's looking like there's late hits, but the kid keeps running because you can't tell if he stepped out of bounds. The sideline has faded, and the shadows are there. It's very difficult to see that. And I think that's why the officials are allowing a little bit going on, because you really can't tell when he step out of bounds.
And you don't hear that whistle.
No, you don't. You're absolutely right.
You may think so. No, you don't.
That's correct. When
you're playing, there's no whistle. You don't hear that.
when the bodies hit the ground, you stop, right?
Oh, maybe.
Ball's taken all the way down to the 47-yard line of the Blue Devils. 3:48 to go. Mountaineers take over 1st and 10. Second man to the left side. This 22 can bounce. He looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage and bounced to the left and gain him 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball's all the way down to the Blue Devil 47-yard line. For the quick first half so far, 3:22 to go with the clock running. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of stoppages here. Riley for the Mountaineers checks the defense. Power right side. First man over the left side. Nice block on the outside. The kid did turn the corner, and he's up, running down, all the way down across the 30-yard line to about the 26-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Segment? Yeah, well, that's what you just said. You said segment.
No, I did. I said Pat Macy.
No, you said 20 segment. You're trying to say 27. You said 20 smegman.
Okay, well, that's Matt Jacobison.
Never mind. I was talking about yard markers, but we'll leave it at the Wachusett players.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the Wachusett Mountaineers on the Blue Devil 27-yard line. 3:02 to go. First half. One for the Mountaineers again. They're running off the left side, kept in bounds. Gain of 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3. That's Pat Macy. That's running for the Mountaineers. I wish I had the size of these kids because they're very tall and they're big kids. I remember I taught at Wachusett a few years ago.
Trader.
And they were a lot of the kids up there live on the farms, and they're some big boys. I'll tell you a story at halftime about trying to do some haying.
Oh.
All right, never mind. I won't tell you.
I know this one. It's a good one.
I'll tell you that one halftime. Riley drops back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll be chasing. Big Jonathan Rodriguez grabs from back and just throws him to the ground. Big loss on the play. Anthony Calabro in there, and Chris McNamara also pursuing the quarterback. But it was John Rodriguez with those 75-foot arms stretched out, latched on. We call him Inspector Gadget because I don't know how his arms go that far out. But he just reached out, grabbed him, and threw him to the ground like he was a stick.
There's someone running next to him. It was Chris Mack. He took 2 steps. John was running in 1.
Yeah, John he can cover a lot of ground with those legs and those arms. So a loss of 7, 8, 10 yards on the play. It's 3rd and about 13. Riley puts it on his hip again. Rodriguez did a nice job. Cut inside. That's what could have hurt him right there. Rodriguez was a defensive end. What you have to do is you don't want to let that play to get the outside. And Rodriguez froze Riley for a while, and then Rodriguez decided to pursue and got blocked inside, and Riley was able to turn the corner. So Riley got back about almost what they lost on the last play. That's going to be 4th and a strong 7. Ball's on the Blue Devil 24-yard line. And the Mountaineers have called a timeout. 1:28 to go. First half, 7-0 Mountaineers, and they've called a timeout to talk about this 4th and 7 on the 28-yard line of the Blue Devils. That gives us a little time to talk about our sponsors. I'll tell you, you know what? Before we get to the sponsors, let me tell you the story about when I worked at Wachusett Regional as a teacher, and one of the guys had a dairy farm. And they would miss school because they had to get the hay in before the rain and when it was ready. And I said to him, "You missed school, what for?" I says, "Haying's nothing." He says, "I can do that." He says, "Well, Mr. Cataldo, would you like to come, on a Saturday and hay with us?" I said, "Absolutely, I'll show you guys how to hay." Well, I'll tell you what, if you've ever done haying before, and maybe some of you have in this viewing audience, I had never done it before. I had no skin left on my hands from all the wire and the rope from the bales of hay, and picking up these hay bales and throwing them into the wagons. I did the first 2 hours, and I thought, oh, this is nothing. But I'll tell you, at the end of the day, I couldn't lift my arms anymore. I couldn't walk. It was awful. And I give all respect to anybody that's out there that's doing haying anywhere. And these kids from Wachusett, I mean, they're big, strong kids, and I don't know how many kids are left that do that up there. But, boy, all respect for the haying now. It was brutal. So, anyways, enough of my stories. I feel like Jack Sully.
No.
So the Mountaineers are going for it, 4th and 8. Riley drops back, rolling to the left side. Shop throws it down. This is going to be intercepted, I believe. It is. Zach Garvin intercepts it, and it's a touchback, so it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. Coming in hard with number 61 for the Blue Devils. Made him throw that ball a little bit before he wanted to, and that's Brandon Gauthier. Brandon Gauthier was breathing down the quarterback's neck. I believe that's him. 61? Doesn't look like Brandon Gauthier.
Well, where's 61?
I don't think that's the right. I'll find out. But
You find out. You do that.
Whoever it was, he made a nice move. Not the Brandon Gauthier I know, but
no, I don't think so.
We'll check it out. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 1:18 to go first half. They take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. On interception by Garvin in the end zone. Hernandez on the carry to the left side. Gain of 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Clock running, 55 seconds to go in the half. Blue Devils come out. They're not in any rush here. They are going to receive in the second half, and I believe there's a timeout. Leominster called a timeout. They ran a lot of time off the clock, and maybe they didn't have the play right. I was hoping maybe that's the story. But they ran a lot of time off that clock if they were going to call a timeout and use it earlier. But there is some confusion on the sidelines. Coach Obzinski and Coach DeCarroll is talking to Dean Boise, sending him back in now with the play. Also entering the game is Jonathan Rodriguez, number 88. .7 seconds to go in the half. Chris McNamara coming out of the game, number 35. Trying to go to Hernandez. Hernandez bounces around, tries to break it back to the right side. He earned every yard of that. 3rd down and 5 yards. Ball's just over the Blue Devil 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4 Blue Devils. Clock's running. I believe the coaches are going to let it run out. Take into the clubhouse, down 7-0. That's going to do it, I believe. The Blue Devils did let it run out. And that is going to do it for the first half. Blue Devils go into the clubhouse trailing 7-0. They've had the ball, I believe, more time on offense. They had a fumble down on the 1-yard line, which hurt them early in the first quarter, and then a 99-yard, well, almost a 99-yard run. I would say ran it down about 78, 80 yards, and then the Mountaineers took it in for a touchdown and kicked the extra point for a 7-0 lead. We are going to bring you the halftime band of the Leominster Blue Devil Marching Band because they do such a fine job, and we won't say anything because we don't know anything. Right, Ross?
Nope.
But we will, I promise you, we will get to Coach Hudson, or Director Hudson, and we will talk with him, and I will get you some names of these band members, and I will get you the instruments they play, and we'll let you watch this band come out. As the band comes out on the field, my cameraman can just swing down, and they can see them as they march out in formation.
Oh, hello over here.
And I will take over the camera shortly and give him a break.
It's a good idea.
Just like to say again that, these kids are out there all the time. I go home at night, and they're out there, and they're watching, and they're practicing. It's cold, it's dark. But they're out there every night, and you'll see that they do a fine job with it. They come out in different formations. I'm really impressed with them. So once they get started, I will shut up, and you will hear the Leominster Blue Devil Marching Band.
Thank God.
was the Leominster Marching Band, and we're going to have our festivities for the homecoming here tonight. We're going to have our homecoming king and queen in the courts from each class. Try to cover that for you. Get you some names, if we can. We'll try to pick those up from the public address announcer, who he has the list. I'm going to work the camera and try to give you some of the names of the king and queen in the court. Out on the field to present is Marilyn Fraterelli, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Hart, Principal of the school, the high school. Marilyn in the middle. And Dr. Hart. Tom Brown behind him. Paul Villantico. Laura Chesson. And Pauline Baker, headmaster of schools. You know, we haven't talked about the cheerleaders as we've, the announcer did. We're going to do a little on them as well. We'll try to get some of them. And they work just as hard as everybody else. And they're flying in the air and tumbling, and we'll get some shots for them. We're just getting ready for the presentations. Freshman court members, Eliza Shirasi and David Arsenal. Freshman court members. Hope they don't stick him with a pin. Just kidding. Hopefully they'll face our camera so we can get the nice shot. There they are. Kate Butkus and Justin Kitteridge are the sophomore court members. Kate Butkus and Justin Kitteridge. There they are.
Junior court members,
Nicole Weaver, Scott Scolari are the junior court members. Always seems like it's a cold night for these four kids. But they all look so good. Nick Bedorn and Kelly Edwardson are the senior court members.
Senior court members Kelly Edwardson and Nick Bedoin.
Kelly Edwardson and Nick Bedoin, senior court members.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the King and Queen for the 2005
The King and Queen.
Nikki D. Sabini and Ben Gallant.
Ben Gallant and Nikki DiVizzetti are the King and Queen for the 2005 homecoming event here at Doyle Field for the Blue Devils. Presented their sashes by Superintendent Marilyn Fraterelli. And also the crown presented by Dr. Hart. And there you have your King and Queen for 2005. I'm going to try to keep both in the camera. There we go. And if this photographer would get out of our way, we'd be very happy. And we'll give you a shot of the court. And the King and Queen. Give you a little quick pan. As the Blue Devil band plays so diligently in the background, the Leominster High Blue Devil cheerleaders. A great group of kids coming from Leominster High School, great spirit shown here tonight.
Members of the court for the 2005 homecoming festivities.
Well, Chusa Pine Mountaineers have come out in the field for a while, so they're going to be standing in the cold. And as always, the Leominster Blue Devil Marching Band did a fine job here tonight. Great job on halftime as they march off the field. Blue Devils have come out of the locker room, and we'll have the meeting of the captains just momentarily out at midfield, where the Blue Devils will be receiving in the second half. They are trailing 7-0. The only score by the Mountaineers in the first half. Derek Craig, Anthony Calabro, Greg Charpentier, and of course Big John Penny out at center field, at midfield. Again, we'd like to thank the John Penning fan club for sending up those delicious Danish tonight. I had 2 of them already. And the coffee, of course, coffee's always welcome in the booth. And it's a cold night, but again, great. Let's just take a quick look. We got some fans down here that are shirtless with numbers on them and letters, and the Blue Devil fans as they go by. And run off and try to incite the crowd. And there they go. That's a great school spirit right there. It's a cold night, and they got no shirts on with Blue Devils on their chest. Way to go.
They're crazy.
Oh, and my partner's back.
I had a well-needed break.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to turn the camera back over to Ross, and we'll be right with you at the start of this second half. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, now I can hear myself.
Well, we just kind of blew our eardrums out.
Oh. I was adjusting. That's okay. I can hear myself. What'd you do?
I warmed up your earphones.
No. Oh, here we go. I wasn't going deaf. I know it. Let's get back to business here.
Yes.
Don't forget to start Dubzinski's team.
Coach Dubzinski is going to be mad as we missed the first couple of plays for him, but you know what?
You mad at me.
We'll start it now for Coach, and we'll give you a little bit extra. So sorry about the first 7 minutes, Coach. There wasn't much going on anyways.
F.
There was no score and a couple of defensive holding, and that was it.
F.
But we are taping for Coach Dubzinski as well as LATV, and hope you enjoy the broadcast. The play times are well-deserved. And Mountaineers kick off. Ryan LaPrade in the second line picks it up, tries to break down the right side, and he's smashed down around the 37-yard line. So the Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Just underway, second half. 10:53 to go. Just started on the opening kickoff. Blue Devils need to put it in gear and get a score now. We were talking a little earlier. I was talking to a couple of the reporters earlier, and they were talking about that the Blue Devils are going to win this game by 2 touchdowns. I thought the first half would be a close one, and then I said that the Blue Devils should take control of it in the second half and open it up. Hernandez up the middle. Gain of 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. John Hernandez, the workhorse for the Blue Devils, along with Michael Gentili in the backfield. Dean Boise quarterbacking for the Blue Devils. Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. The spot was a little bit better than I thought. Hernandez checks the defense, throws it out in the flats, and it's incomplete. I believe it's going to be a forward pass. It was close. I think that ball might have been deflected by the defensive end, and it just dropped down on Jonathan Rodriguez and out between his legs for an incomplete pass. Number 22 for the Mountaineers is questioning whether it was a lateral or not, but the officials killed it as a forward pass. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 5. Ball's on the Blue Devil 42-yard line. Boise running the option to the right side. Quick pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to turn the corner. Got a nice block by Rodriguez. Hernandez down over the 30-yard line. Trying to walk the sidelines. Gets all the way down to see where they mock him out of bounds. Official mocks him out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. John Hernandez came outside on a nice option play by Boise. And Jonathan Rodriguez threw a heck of a block on the outside to spring Rodriguez down the sideline. Couldn't quite walk the tightrope and was knocked out of bounds. Just ran out of bounds about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 Blue Devils on a great play and a great run by Jonathan Hernandez. Did you like that one, Ross?
I did. That was a good block. I like that one. Head over heels.
Again, the Blue Devils on the move. Oh, great. They fooled everybody on this play. Boise right out the left side. He had a fake pitch. Everybody went to the right side. Boise with a great fake, put the ball on his hip, went left side and was wide open and gain of 11 yards on the play for another 1st down. That's a different play in the Blue Devil repertoire.
They got me.
They
got me.
Did we lose the camera?
They did for a second.
Well, it's a good thing I was on top. That was a nice play. I haven't seen that one before. We ran something like that when we were at Wachusett. We called it the naked reverse, and the quarterback put everybody to the right and put it on his hip and went left, and that's exactly what Boise did. Had a gain of 11 yards. Ball's down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Gentili up over the right side. double arm the ball, falling it forward. Gentili still can't knock him down. They still didn't knock him down. Gentili gained 5 yards on the play, and they kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and he wouldn't fall down. I guess he's one of those weebles. He weebles and wobbles, but they don't fall down.
Oh, there we go. I lost my camera stand there.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Mid-play, I was trying to,
Michael Gentili, you don't miss his runs. He'll pound you against the locker room.
Oh, God. The pain.
Big John Penning up over the ball. 2nd and 6 for the Blue Devils. Ball's on the Wachusett 10-yard line. Boise tucks it underneath, goes straight forward. Taken down after a gain of probably 2 yards on the play. It's going to make a 3rd and a strong 2. Ball's being placed down on the Wachusett 8-yard line. 3rd and a strong 2. Blue Devils down in the red zone. Big 3rd down play here. Blue Devils need to take this in for 7. Gentili to left side. Ball was placed on his hip. That was going to be close. Ball was back on his hip, and it didn't quite get underneath his arm. And Gentili put the tree trunk around it and held on to it. It's going to be close for 1st down, depending on where the mark is. I believe it's going to be a 1st down. We're waiting for the injured player on the field. The Wachusett player is grabbing his back. Well, hopefully that's just a back spasm. Hate to see anybody hurt, especially on a night like tonight. Been a great football game.
I wouldn't say a great night. It's a tad bit cold.
You're a tad bit cold, are you?
Tad bit.
Well, we have these. Oh, there he is, jumping up. The big number 64 for the Mountaineers. That is Jim McCara. Hopefully we had a little...
What was that?
We're going to have to step away from the coaches a little bit.
Okay. Moving on. Next question.
That was not us.
Swear to God, we'll be fired.
So it's 4th and just short. It looks like it's just inches short on the mark. So it's 4th and inches. The Blue Devils are going to go for it. Everybody stacked up in the middle. Boise takes it. You know what?
Ooh.
There's no way you're not going to make that. You know who he ran behind?
I believe that was John Penning.
John Penning and Greg Charpentier.
Oh, God.
Those 2 guys are as
Oh,
wide
God.
as a house. 2 strong, huge people up front.
They cleared a hole that I could have drove a bus through there.
That was a beauty. That surge went forward, and Penning and Charpentier just put their legs in gear and just drove it forward, and Boise just kind of rolled forward enough for a 1st down.
It's a big power in there with them, too.
Ball's all the way down to about the 1-yard line. He almost scored on that play. It's 1st and goal from the 1. Boise to Gentili, and Gentili just stuffed it in, and it's a touchdown. They still can't knock him down. Gentili went all the way across the goal line. They couldn't knock him down. He comes flying out the back, and it's 7-6. Blue Devils trail by 1 with 6:49 to go. 3rd quarter. Blue Devils are going to attempt the single point to tie this one up 7 apiece. Good run by Michael Gentili. 1-yard plunge, and he never plunged. He just kind of ran across the end zone and said, try to knock me down. And they couldn't. Holding number 24 for LaPrade is Zach Cobbin. LaPrade's kick, strong, it's up, it's tipped, and it's good. Well, that was close for being blocked. The official said it was tipped, but it was good. So we're all locked up here with 6:49 to go in the 3rd quarter, 7-7. Blue Devils made the drive in the stand there. Ross, what do you think?
It's very good. I have to say I like that the hole they opened up, though. It was a mean hole.
For the 1st down?
When Boise ran through?
Yep.
It's a mean hole.
That was a big 1st down with 4th and inches, and Boise had that by, I think he actually gained about 3 yards on the play. Brought that ball all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Running behind
tucked
Penning
it.
and Charpentier. It's just
Absolutely. I mean, you look at Greg Charpentier who's walking in front of us on the sideline now. He's got a water
where'd he
bottle.
go?
He's over here on the right side, all the way down the right side. Got the water bottle, got the helmet, the sweat pouring off his arms. Look at this. Is this a football player right here? Look at drooling out the mouth, pouring half of it on his face, half of it on his uniform, spraying his head a little bit now. He's ready to go, huh? Woohoo! I'm not fighting with him. That's a football player right there.
He's going to try to find Penning. I can't find him.
Penning, let's see if we can find him. He's another big guy. He's right here in front of us, about halfway down.
Halfway down. All right. This doesn't help me. Let me look through his numbers.
Right there.
All right, I can't see him.
He's right in the front row. We can't see him now.
He's in the front.
We'll
we got to
get back
to
him.
I'll find him.
There's 2 football players right there. So LaPrade will doing the kick for the Blue Devils. Be kicking off to the Mountaineers. 6:49 to go, third quarter. We're all locked up at 7 apiece. It's a squib kick. Takes a big bounce, and it's taken on the 20-yard line. He tripped it down. That player is down. Once you touch your knee in the high school series, you are down. So the ball's going to be placed just about the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Mountaineers.
Found him.
There's John Penning. All 300.
There's them two both.
310 pounds.
Ooh.
6'3".
Oh.
That's like half a tree.
It's more than half a tree. He's one big kid. Oh, I just kicked the camera.
Don't tell Kyle.
Oh, I almost tripped over this. I didn't trip over these.
Don't wreck LTV equipment.
I didn't trip over the headset cord.
1st and 10, Mountaineers on their own 20-yard line. Quick pitch to the right side. Number 22 breaking off to the right side. A nice job on the outside by Jonathan Rodriguez. He really strung that play out well, and then the pursuit came back from the backside to make that tackle, but there was a gain of 5 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 5. That's the way you have to play defensive end, is turn that play in and let the linebackers and the pursuit come in and finish them off. Once they turn to the outside, there's not a lot there, and the pursuit's got to go a lot longer, and you got to slow them down and make them cut back, and that's when you get the good shots on them.
Oh, yes.
2nd and 5 for the Mountaineers. Ball's just over the 25-yard line. Right side, number 22 for the Mountaineers. The workhorse for them is the Dan Wide. It's enough for a 1st down. Ball's being placed on the 32 or 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Wachusett. Clock running, 5:56 to go, third quarter. We're deadlock at 7.
Stop here would be nice. A stop here would be nice.
Absolutely, like a bus stop. Pull up and stop.
Sure.
Okay, straight dive to the right side, the left side, I'm sorry. Just rubbing them up a little bit. Is on the bottom is number 60, Greg Charpentier, and Jonathan Rodriguez just kind of swiped the forehead clean. Greg Charpentier, the defense is fired up here now. Charpentier came up wild. Loss on the play, 2nd and 11. Ball sitting on the Mountaineer 32-yard line.
Please tell me you started his tape.
I better have. Coach will kill me. To the right side. Quarterback keeper on the right side. Taken out of bounds by number 6, Derek Craig. And also over there, Michael Gentili and Jonathan Rodriguez.
I saw John just reach out and just grab them. Like
He's got those arms. Got those arms that Inspector Gadget arms. Just set
Just
him
see
right
his
out
arm just right out and just grabbed them.
there. And you know, his arms aren't skinny arms either.
Oh,
He's got some muscle tone to those arms. We saw him working this past summer. And looks like he's been working out. Gain of 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Riley with it. Going to keep it. Coming this side. Nice job on the outside. Great. This is what it's all about. Chris McNamara on the pursuit, and a whole host of Blue Devils finish him off. A nice job. Defensive end on this side, number 11, which is Ross Cordio, did exactly what he had to do. Kept the sideline behind him. Made the quarterback stop, and then Chris McNamara, coming from his linebacker slot, just finished him off. And then, of course, the whole Blue Devil team got a hold of him. A great job by the Blue Devil defense. It's 4th and a strong 3.
Let's actually see Chris Mack come past him, so he couldn't get on the outside. So he had nowhere to go inside. Oh, that's not a good idea.
Absolutely correct.
No, you got Penning coming from the inside there.
You better go down before he gets to you. So the Mountaineers have to kick with 4th and 3. Punts away. It's a nice spiral kick. Back to Ryan LaPrade, Mark's his father. Ryan LaPrade breaking down the left side. He can turn the corner. And he's taken out of bounds just about
38, no, 41.
41-yard line. So the Blue Devils take over with 3:59 to go, third quarter, on their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Blue Devils get the ball back after a nice drive and a score and a nice defensive stand by the Blue Devils. And Boise's back at work. Hernandez ran up into the line. There's no place to go. Tried to bounce it outside. Gained maybe a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. Second and 9, ball's placed down on the 43-yard line of the Blue Devils. Clock running, 3:31 to go, third quarter, 7-7 tie. You're watching LATV Action Sports. I'm Ed Cataldo.
I'm Ross Cataldo.
And we're bringing you the action from Doyle Field. Nice fleet by Boise. Nice open in the flats is Gentile. Gentile's got a long way to go. We got a flag behind the play here. And it looks like it's going to be on number 67 of the Blue Devils. It's going to negate this whole big play. Mike Gentile made a great play at Boise. Great fake. Fooled everybody. And Gentile was open in the flats, threw him the ball, but they're going to bring it back. I believe number 67 of the Blue Devils. It's Keith Kasner.
I don't know.
That's going to negate about a 25-yard play.
That would have helped a little.
Would have helped a lot. Those are the ones that hurt you right there. And it was illegal man downfield.
Sure.
Is that what he called?
I don't know. I didn't see it. If he did, I don't know how he was downfield, but.
Wow. Well, maybe he had crossed the line of scrimmage. You can only go 1 yard either side of that line of scrimmage, or else you're considered downfield. And the play did take a while to develop, so if you're in contact with your blocker, with your man, though, that's not downfield, and I believe he was. Well, not for me to ask the question. Here comes Hernandez, the right side. Hernandez spins off. Nice move by Hernandez, and he's whacked. Hernandez took a good hit. Pops right up. Number 35 for the Mountaineers. It's Tyler Russell. Came over and put the hit on Jonathan Hernandez. A gain of 4 yards on the play, so it's going to make it 3rd and about 6. Ball's being placed down on the Blue Devil 45-yard line. 2:13 to go, third quarter. Clock running, 7-7 tie.
This would be a big score here.
Big third down play for the Blue Devils. Hernandez to the right side, to the left side, sorry. And he's going nowhere on that play. It's going to make it 4th and about 3. So the Blue Devils are going to have to kick this ball away. Try to get the Mountaineers deep in their own zone. Back for the punt is Dan Wilder. This kid can run. So when that number 22 gets out there and really can turn the Jets on. Doing the kicking is Ryan LaPrade. It's a high kick, high snap, and LaPrade handles it well. Wilder's going to let it bounce, and like a 9-9, it just stops. But a nice kick by Ryan LaPrade. It's going to be placed down on the 18-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Mountaineers on their own 18-yard line.
Guess who was down there?
Who was it?
The two brothers again. We haven't mentioned them all night.
The Masquapasquas brothers.
Sure.
Anthony?
Yes. Is that how you say their last name?
Mastrapasqua.
Okay, there you go.
Anthony and Michael.
They were both down there.
Oh, 44 and 45.
43. That was close.
I'm sorry. Can't even get it right. 43 and 44. Anthony and Michael Mastrapasqua. I haven't said them all night. I didn't practice their names. So the Mountaineers take it. Riley put it on his hips, rolling right side. Rodriguez got caught on the inside, turned the corner. Rodriguez, a nice recovery.
Ooh.
And Gentile just kind of wraps him up around the knees and Kind of takes the knees and squashed them together, and Rodriguez finished him off from the top. Michael Gentili turned on the jets to get outside because Rodriguez had got caught in the inside, but he turned and rolled off it. And Gentili slowed him down. Rodriguez finished him off. Only a gain of maybe 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8. Ball's just about the 20-yard line of the Mountaineers. Clock running, 41 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. 7-7 tie here at Doyle Field. Riley brings out the Mountaineers. Wilder in the backfield, single back. That's Wilder to the right side. He's scooting. They're going to mark him back. I hope his knee touched the ground. They don't give him the. And they are moving it back. Good job. Officials saw that one. Gain of 2 yards on the play. Wachusett coach is not happy.
They're never happy. He lost the headset in the first part of the game.
By throwing it?
Oh, it was off his head mostly.
I think they're going to let this clock run down. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. So the 3rd quarter has ended with the Mountaineers a 3rd and about 7. And we're tied 7-7 here at Doyle Field. We'll take a quick break in time for our sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight. Sponsors are always welcome. Helps us with the broadcast. Mayor Dean Mazzarella. Ernie Rooney of Richardson's Funeral Home. El Camino Restaurant. Best blue clam sauce in town.
Still looking for that.
And how can you forget Joey DeCarolis of DeCarolis Insurance?
How could I forget? Were you testing me or did you forget?
I was testing you.
Really?
That's the way I get out of things. And we also like to thank the John Penning Fan Club for the delicious pastry they brought up to us tonight. And it says "Go Blue Devils, go number 50." It's always a great thing. Every home game they brought us pastries and cookies, and tonight was a beautiful sight. I don't know where these pastries came from, but they're delicious. The raspberry, blueberry, and apple. And I eat one of each. We'd like to thank them and keep up this good spirit. It's what the school needs.
Now we need
good
a pizza
spirit.
place.
What a great crowd here tonight. I wish the crowd was like this every night. Just because it's homecoming, I hope that's not the reason, but this is a great, great crowd. The people on the hill, the stands are full. And here we go for the start of the 4th quarter. Riley drops back. He's got a screen to the right side. Claudio gets beat. And Hernandez over there to knock him out of bounds, but it's going to be close to a 1st down. They had a delayed pass to the left side, and Ross Claudio was setting down. It is a 1st down. Ross Claudio set up, missed the tackle, and Hernandez had to come over from his free safety position, take him out of bounds, but not until he received enough yards for a 1st down. So 1st and 10, ball being placed down on the, can't tell the yard markers. Looks like the 28-yard line.
I have no idea.
The yard markers are kind of faded.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Well, we'll call it the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Mountaineers. Just underway in the 4th quarter. Quarterback's going left side.
No, he's not.
Went a little ways.
Not very far.
And of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Again, come down and watch these kids play. They really, I mean, both teams play hard here. The Blue Devils are, on their home turf, digging in, trying to get this a win for them in the division. They're 2-0 in the division. Fitchburg's 2-0 in the division. 2nd and 8 for the Mountaineers. And number 22, right up the middle, tripped up by Gentili. Gentili took his feet out from underneath him. Ball's being placed down on the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Big stop for the Blue Devils here. 3rd and 3, get the ball back. Clock running, 9:47 to go in the 4th quarter. We're tied up at 7-7. A nice, cool, cold. It's kind of cold here tonight, isn't it?
It is a tad bit chilly.
You can see your breath. Great football weather. Sweat freezes on you. Going to first down. Oh, big hit that was done in the middle. Let's see who was on the bottom of that pile. Ross Cordio, Chris McNamara, and Big John Penning. I believe they're going to be just short of the first down. It's going to be very close depending on the spot. It is going to be, they're going to take a timeout for a measurement. It looks like he's going to be short.
Stop listening to the coaches.
I can hear him in my ears.
So can I.
I don't know if you can hear him when we broadcast this, but I can hear him in my ears. Hopefully nobody's watching our. Let's see what the measurement is here.
No.
Good camera work. It is short. A couple of inches. 4 inches. Coaches are calling for a goal line defense.
Are you going to bet on that?
I'd call a goal line defense.
Or are you calling the
But you better be careful because it's a tough place for a goal line defense. I mean, Mountaineers can't afford to not just have a straight dive and pick up the first down. They can't try a trick play and throw it long. And you have to, I would say you have to go off tackle with that number 22 and at least get the first down. Coach Subzinski and Coach DeCarolis conferring on the sidelines. Coaches are all tense next to me. And see what happens. And the Blue Devils make a big stand here. Look at the front line. Holy smokes.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
There's some beef going at it here. Straight dive. He dives over the top. Oh, big hit. Hernandez came up and tried to pop the ball loose, but number 22 for the Mountaineers just dove over the top and enough for a first down. Ball being placed right down on the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Mountaineers from the 40-yard line. The Blue Devils did what they had to do. They took all of the offensive linemen down to the ground, and he just dove over the top, and linebackers couldn't quite stop him until Hernandez came up and tried to pop the ball out and gave him a pretty good lick. So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Riley drops back to pass. He's looking down the flats. There's nobody open. Trying to run to the outside. Just missed by Penning. Craig takes a shot. Derek Craig just makes a nice shoestring tackle. John Penning just missed him. And Craig saved what could have been possibly a long run and maybe a touchdown. Chris McNamara coming off limping. Chris McNamara goes down to the ground. He's one of the linebackers for the Blue Devils. Sophomore. And 6', 210 sophomore Chris McNamara went down holding his leg. Number 22 for the Mountaineers has just passed a 100-yard rushing night of 103 yards.
Ooh.
He's been doing a lot of work for the Mountaineers. The trainers are checking out Mr. McNamara on the ground. Hopefully it'll be just maybe he got kicked or a bruise.
A little hit on the shin.
I'm going to pop him up. Chris is a tough kid. He'll they're going to help him off. Don't put any pressure on that leg. There we go. I finally got somebody big underneath him to help him carry him off.
Big stick, actually.
Oh, big stick. That's right. That's
Kyle Salisbury.
Kyle Salisbury. Thank you. Number 72. Hustles out there to help injured McNamara to the sidelines, along with number 44, which is Anthony Mastrapasqua. So the Mountaineers have it just about the 48-yard line, 2nd and 2. To the left side. Hernandez having a few words with number 64 of the Mountaineers, but enough for first down. Number 1 of Pat Macy coming up and across for the first down. Calabro bringing in the defensive set.
Ow.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No.
Oh, come on then. I think she bent her leg up by her head.
Oh, my goodness. Left side, Mountaineers. Gain of about 1 yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Checking in is number 61, but I don't believe we have the right 61. Brandon Gauthier, I don't believe that's him. Coming out number 57 for the Blue Devils. That's Michael Curley. 2nd and 9 for the Mountaineers, just over the Blue Devil 44, just to the 44-yard line.
Oh,
Nice play by the Blue Devils. Got the big surge in front. John Penning breaking through with Rodriguez, and then taken down by number 2. I think that was Jonathan. 17 with Anthony Calabro. Thank you. 3rd and no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
I think he was going up the middle, and Penning came through.
Penning,
And I don't think you're, most of the times, I don't think you're going to knock Penning over.
no, he's broken up quite a few plays tonight by getting that penetration through the line. And that messes up a play. Now you got to go somewhere else, and blocking's not there, and that's what happens. So 3rd and 9. Drops back. He's out in the flats, number 22. They come up. They've got him covered. Nice job. Nice job by Ross Cordio. He wasn't going to get burned twice on the same play. That's the play that they burned him on before. He saw it coming, played it very well, broke down, made a nice tackle. Loss of 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 11. Well, let's see what the Mountaineers have to do here. It's 5:33 to go, 4th quarter. Ball sitting on the Blue Devil 46-yard line. We're tied 7-7. They are going to kick it away. LaPrade and Hernandez back. There's the kick. It's away. It's covered by Ryan LaPrade. Ryan LaPrade breaking up the right side. Popped the ball out. It's right in the arms of the Wachusett Mountaineer player. Ryan LaPrade got popped and the ball just squirted out and went right in the arms of number 89 of the Mountaineers, and Mountaineers kept control of the ball. 89 is Kevin Vassa. And the ball's on the Blue Devil 33-yard line, 1st and 10 Mountaineers. Well, there's a big break that could kill you.
Yeah.
Ryan LaPrade had it back to the 33-yard line, and it popped out and recovered by the Mountaineers. 5:06 to go, 4th quarter, 7-7 tie. Defense had just come off, ready to get a drink, and now they're back in action. Riley checks the defense. He's going to roll left. He's got a sweep left, breaking through the Blue Devils. Calabro just misses him. Rodriguez misses him. And he dives forward. He's going to be close to a 1st down. Depending on where the mark is, I think he's going to be just short. He must have stepped out of bounds. They're going to put the ball down on the Blue Devil 25-yard line. 2nd and 2. They had a power sweep going to the left side. They had everybody out in front of the quarterback. Blue Devils had a couple of shots. Anthony Calabro came flying through and just missed, making a shoestring tackle on the quarterback, and he turned the corner. Gain of 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Riley with a straight dive up the middle. This big number 1, this kid can fly. Pat Macy had a nice move. Enough for a 1st down. Ball's all the way down to the Blue Devils 16-yard line, 1st and 10. So the Mountaineers are on a move after a big fumble recovery. 4:46 to go. 4th quarter, 7-7 tie. Mountaineers come out. High backfield. 2nd man to the left side. This kid can move. It's going to be close to a 1st down, depending on where the mark is. I think the ball's going to be down around the 8-yard line. 7 or 8-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Second and 2 for the Mountaineers. Clock running, 3:53 to go, 4th quarter. A big stand here for the Blue Devils. First man to the right side, bouncing off tackles. Number 6. Captain Derek Craig, initial tackle. Ball's all the way down to about the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2. Going to be a tough stand now. The backs for the Mountaineers are very, very quick, and they'll go up over the top. This kid, number 22 for the Mountaineers, Dale Waddle, can really move the feet. So first and goal from the 2-yard line. Mountaineers come out. Macy, and he's not in yet. I don't believe he made it. He did fall forward, and it is a touchdown. The Blue Devils had initially stopped him, and he fell forward and landed across the goal line, and enough for 6 points. So the clock has stopped at 3:10, 13-7. Blue Devils trail by 6 with the Mountaineers. See what they're going to do. What do you think, Ross? Go for 2 or just go for the 1?
Let's go for the 1. Just the way the defense is playing for them.
Well, Leominster has called a timeout.
Or the bad luck that's going for Leominster.
Yeah, that's those will kill you. So coach is going to call a timeout, see what they want to do. I think the Mountaineers, do they have it to come out and go for the 2, or they kick the extra point?
Kick it.
Just kick it?
I'd kick it.
Well,
Take the given. Or
well,
not the given, but
the way that their backs are running, ball's on the 3-yard line, you get the 2 points, you force Leominster to go down and score 2 points.
what if you don't make it?
Then you have a chance of losing
Take
the game.
the given.
Take the given. Let's see.
Or not the given, but take the easier way out.
Take the easy way out.
Evidently, the way Leominster has luck going tonight,
Yeah,
it's going beautifully.
You're right. You're right. Well, the Mountaineers did take the easy way out. They're going to kick the single point, like you said.
Huh? That's what I thought.
Coach,
Oh,
we'll do it. Talk about him. Hold on.
Next.
We'll get you next. We're going to show you one of Leominster's finest after this kick. Ball's up. Did he miss it? It's no good. It's no good.
And never mind.
So it's no good. We're going to show you one of Leominster's finest. Sergeant Ray Booth, if he can look up here. There he is. Ray Booth working our field, and son's over in Iraq. We wish him luck. We were just talking to him earlier. He's in one of the roughest zones over there, his oldest boy, and hopefully he'll be okay. But Ray Booth, the sergeant for the Leominster Police Department, does a great job in the city. He's been there a long time, and great guy. Nice to have you here, Sergeant. So the Blue Devils get a break. Now they've got to bring the ball down.
Uh-oh.
With 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And they need 6 points to tie this game up. 7 wins it. Well, 3 minutes to go. Blue Devils could be in the driver's seat right now.
Focus. And now, as you would say, the last minutes of practice, this is when it pays off that I can't do it. Because now is when it pays off.
Excellent right. It's true.
Excellent right. Yeah, that works.
Excellent left.
Nice grammar.
I'll tell your English teacher.
Go for it. I said it right.
Yes, you did.
I did. I said it left, too.
Aha. So the Mountaineers have to kick the Blue Devils with 3:10 to go on the clock. Blue Devils trail by 6, 13-7. Mountaineers missed a big extra point. I would have went for the 2. And if you missed it, you'd still be at 13. Oh, so here's the kick. The Mountaineers kick it deep. A nice kick. Taken by Anthony Mastrapasqua. Tucks it under his arm. Mastrapasqua cuts back to the middle. Nailed. Number 45 for the Mountaineers rocked Mastrapasqua, knocked him to the ground, but held on to the ball. That's Chris Kuzik. 3:03 to go. Now the Blue Devils have 3 minutes and 3 seconds to bring that ball being placed on the 26-yard line. Now they got to take it all the way down and score. Dean Boise screaming for the play. A little late coming in for him. And here come the Blue Devils. Boise with it. Second man. Hernandez faked him out. Going to throw it down. Got a man wide open in the middle. I thought he was going to get hit, but he held on to it. Grabbed that, peeling that ball, trying to get it out of him. Can't quite do it. A great job. I think that is Booth. Michael Booth, I believe, is that catch.
Down.
Definitely down. Michael Booth, I believe, is number 30 for them.
That'd be Matt Booth.
Matthew Booth, I'm sorry. Matthew Booth on a great catch. Boise made a great fake and fooled everybody. And Matt Booth was just all by himself, caught the ball, thought he was going to get whacked, and there was nobody around him. He turned and moved himself forward a little bit more. They're going to try to tackle the ball. Ball's down on the Blue Devil 44-yard line. First and goal. Clock running. 2:40 to go in the game. Blue Devils trail by 6. Boise drops back 2 steps. He's going to get hit from behind. And he's buried.
I think Wachusett starting to get a little chippy here.
Well, 2 big boys landed on poor Dean Boise there. And the officials have called a timeout. I believe Blue Devils have called a timeout. It is a timeout, Blue Devils. Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15. Balls back to the 50-yard line. 2:27 to go. 4th quarter. Blue Devils need to score. They're down by 6. This is the way high school football should be played. Bring it down to the wire in a nice close game. Come on, Blue Devils. Got to win this one. Oh, Boise back up on the center with an eye backfield. 2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. Boise's running the option to the left side. He tucks it under his arm and runs forward. A gain of about 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about 12. Blue Devils have called another timeout. Stop the clock with 2:19 to go. And we got a decision here. It's 3rd and about 12 for the Blue Devils. Ball just across the 50-yard line to the 48-yard line.
Have to keep going. You got to pass it.
Oh, you have to pass it. There's no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to put the ball in the air. You got to get the ball down the field. 2:19 to go. You can't give it up. The Wachusett coach is out in the middle of the field talking to the officials. While we have this minute, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight. Mayor Dean Mazzarella, Ernie Rooney from Richardson's Funeral Home,
Joe DeCarolis
from DeCarolis Insurance, as always, and the El Camino Restaurant. If you'd like to be a sponsor, contact LATV and talk to Kyle, Jack, or Kevin, and they will set you up with a sponsor, and we can give you a little airtime. And if you're a pizza place, and in 2 weeks you want to send the pizza up to the booth, we will give you some great airtime. This carries a lot of people, you know, you should do that. So the Blue Devils have come out after talking it over with the coaching staff. 3rd and 12. Ball's just across the 50-yard line to the 48-yard line of the Mountaineers. Blue Devils trail by 6. Boise, 3-step drop, plenty of protection, throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Rodriguez made a nice play. Couldn't catch it, but he didn't let the Wachusett Mountaineer come down with it either. And now we're 4th and 12.
got to keep going. Go for it.
You have to.
Have to.
Yeah, incomplete pass. We don't want to waste the time out there. We need to pick up the first down. Well, let's put it this way. If they don't, depending on what they have for timeouts, and if the defense can put a hold on the Mountaineers, they may get another chance to get this ball back. Game breaker right here. Boise's going to get hit. Got it off. LaPrad's got the first down. He's going down the right side. LaPrad's still moving down the left side. He's still going on the right side. Knocked out of bounds around the 5 or 6 yard line. A huge play by the Blue Devils. Great pass. Boise was getting bared down from the back. He got flattened once he released the ball, but LaPrade made a nice catch, a nice move to get the first down, and then some. That was a 38-yard passing play from Boise to LaPrade. Beautiful job by Ryan LaPrade getting down there. The ball's being placed down just about the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from the 10.
There was 2 good blocks as he was going down. I don't
Beautiful
know who made
blocks.
them. I can see that there's 2 good blocks coming in. Now here we go. This could be a game breaker.
2:02 to go. First and goal from the, looks like the 8-yard line. Blue Devils come back with a big play. Ryan LaPrade made a nice catch and a nice move to get a first down and then some. Get a man wide open in the end zone. It's Calabro for a touchdown. A great pass. A great play by Dean Boise. Put the ball on his hip, fooled everybody. Calabro came off on the right side. It was wide open. Boise laid it in there to him for 6 points. We're all locked up, 13 apiece. Woo! 1:56 to go. Now what do? You go for the 2 or you go for the 1?
You gotta kick it. You gotta kick it.
You gotta kick it. Ryan LaPrade, who's a pretty sure-footed person. I'm not gonna say it. No, I don't want to jinx him.
Because look what happened.
I'm gonna say it.
No.
Ryan LaPrade is a short-footed guy. He'll put this through the middle, and we're going to take a 1-point lead with 1:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. A great drive.
After Dean Boise, I don't know if he knew that guy was coming, but he did after that play.
Well, we've got to call a timeout. Blue Devils have called a timeout. They want to talk this over, maybe. Well, a great drive by the Blue Devils. This is, the Blue Devils are like the Patriots. They get down, but they never quit. They come back, they come back, they come back. That was a huge play to Ryan LaPrade going down the right side. They're calling for number 67 of the Blue Devils to get in here. That's Keith Kessner. The cameraman's stretching out his hamstrings here.
Oh.
And his quads and everything else.
Oh, jeez.
2.5 hours of standing up gets you after a while, but exciting game here tonight. This is a great one to watch. Hopefully,
great one to watch, but not stand up here.
Hopefully, I put the tape on for the coaches.
Oh man, I'd be so dead.
Well, we could make them another one off of what we have. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing. Cause I'd be dead.
Yeah, you'd be running laps in the gym. It's on.
No, it isn't. Oh my God.
Okay. We're going to have to make the coaches another tape.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Coach Jabzinski's going to kill you.
Oh God.
What a great game you missed, Coach.
Oh God, I'm so dead.
We'll make you another. We have it all on our tape. The one in the TV malfunctioned. Well, they're going to call a timeout again. Blue Devils have burned another timeout. Blue Devils are looking like they're going to go for 2 here.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good. No, we'll make another tape for you, Coach. Well, oh boy. Usually what we do is we give the coaches these tapes right after the game, and they like to look at them the next day, but I guess they're going to have to watch it on TV. Well, at least we didn't miss the first 7 minutes of the game. They'll have a complete game now.
No, they won't. Yes, they will.
Sure they will. They'll just have to fast forward through the halftime. Hopefully this tape
I'll
won't
cut
run
that
out.
out for him.
So Ryan LaPrade is going to do the kicking, looking for the win. 1:56 to go in the fourth quarter. 13-13. We're locked up. LaPrade setting. There's a snap. The kick. It's up. It's good. Ryan LaPrade, short-footed LaPrade, kicks it through. Give the Blue Devils a 14-13 lead. I'll tell you, the Mountaineers were coming to block that one. There were arms all over the place. Arms all over the place. LaPrade is steady, sure-footed, put it up through for that extra point and give the Blue Devils a lead. Now, with 1:56 to go, now what do? You've got to kick it deep. Give them a chance. You've got to kick it deep with the Mountaineers. They can attack you from all over the place.
Blast it.
Well, what an exciting game here at Doyle Field. If you missed this one, you missed a good one. If y'all watch it on TV, you'll see a good one. The coaches won't.
Don't even start with that.
Oh, my goodness.
I like not to talk about that.
Thought I started it.
You thought you started. I asked you just for that reason because I knew.
Yes, you are right. You did ask me, and I said yes.
Knew it.
I pushed that red button, and it said record, so it's not my fault.
Yeah, it better be your fault.
So Ryan LeBrod, who just put the Blue Devils ahead by 1 with the extra point, will be kicking off to the Mountaineers. 1:56 to go. Mountaineers are going to have a final shot at it. Blue Devils took over with, they were 4th and 12 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Now with 1:56, they're ahead 14-13. Here's the kick down to number 22, who's been doing all the running for the Mountaineers. He sheds one tackle. He's taken down by the Blue Devils. Ball's going to be placed down just about the 34-yard line of the Mountaineers. 1:49 to go on the clock. Blue Devils lead 14-13. Hopefully,
they're going to go to the air.
Hopefully our tape won't run out. Coach, we apologize. We'll dub you a tape.
Dubs better get a dub of that tape.
Oh my gosh. So here it is, 1:49 to go. Mountaineers 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Riley back to pass. He's looking for somebody down the field. Penning's after him. Going to chase him out of bounds. Easy does it, guys. Easy does it. There's no flag there. Get out of here. There's a poor kid on the sidelines. Oh, they're yelling. There was nothing. The kid fell down over his own self. Little poor kid on the sideline that was hurt here. Got taken out of the play. It looks like he had a knee injury, but gain of 5 yards on the play. Out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Number 70. Gentleman on 73 who's on the sidelines, who's obviously injured. Got taken out. He's limping pretty good. 2nd and 5 for the Mountaineers. Throw it out in the flats. It's caught. Going down the right side. One man to beat. Taken out of bounds. Mountaineers with a big play. Ball's all the way down to the Blue Devil 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:32 to go. Blue Devils lead by 1. The Mountaineers are threatening. Riley made a nice pass, had a man wide open. Hit him perfectly, and he ran it down the sideline. Number 24 for the Blue Devils, Zach Garvin, made the saving tackle, pushed him out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 1:32 to go. Woo, what a one we got going here. Riley drops back, looking in the flats again. Chased out by Rodriguez. Rodriguez couldn't quite get him. Tried to break it up the outside. Little or no gain on the play. Is out of bounds to stop the clock. 1:22 to go. Going to be 2nd and about 10. Rodriguez almost had him on the outside. Good pursuit by the Blue Devils to the right side to knock him out of bounds. No gain, 2nd and 10. 1:22 to go.
Just keep pushing them out.
Got a barn burner going here. Good job on the defensive halfbacks on covering those men out in the back.
They're going to be going to the air. But
Well, they got tough backfield, 22 and 1 back there. Now they shift it out. They're throwing the ball down into the corner. Trying to get outside, throws it, drops it, and it's incomplete. Michael Gentili was ready to line this guy up, and the kid just dropped the ball.
he was lucky he dropped that.
I think he was lucky because Gentili had everything lined up to probably rip him in half.
Oh, he would have dropped that ball if Gentili hit him. He had a pinpoint on him.
Yes, he did. He had a laser. 1:17 to go, 3rd and 10. Ball's on the Blue Devil 29-yard line. Big 3rd down play for the Blue Devils.
The loss of one actually on that last play.
Well, it was incomplete, so they wouldn't lose anything.
No, on the play before that.
Yes, they did. Riley tucks it on his hips, breaking to the right side, cuts back inside. He's taken down. Nice job by the defensive end, which is Jonathan Rodriguez, number 61. Also put the pressure on, and he's taken down. Loss of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and 12. Well, the Blue Devil defense really rising to the occasion here. And a timeout, Wachusett. Now they're in the situation as Leominster was with a 4th down and 12, exactly where the Leominster Blue Devils were. And when they had to make their 4th down play, 1:06 to go in the 4th quarter. Blue Devils lead by 1, 14-13. Whew, what a barn burner here. Crowd has seen a great game here tonight.
Ooh, No one's left yet.
No, I think they're frozen to their seats.
That could be.
Well, this is the way high school football is supposed to be played. Right down to the wire. Now, 4th and 12. Blue Devils make a stand here. It's over. The Mountaineers, I don't believe, have one timeout left to stop the clock.
That will not be enough time.
I don't believe so.
If so, no.
Well, you're in trouble in school.
Why?
When we tell coach we don't have his tape for him. Well, we'll give him another tape. We'll make it for him. Here it is, 4th and 12. Drops back to pass. They're looking out in the flats. It's up. He's got it. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's enough for a first down, and then some. Ball's going all the way down to the Blue Devil 11-yard line. Clock is stopped with 59 seconds. They'll put it under. They'll start it as soon as they set the stakes. Ball's on the 11-yard line. The Mountaineers are hustling to get in. Calabro's not even in there yet. Blue Devils have got to get into defense. Here it comes to the right side. Oh, big hit. Big hit. I think that was Gentili on that hit. And they call a timeout. 46 seconds to go.
And they'll waste him.
Oh, well, I think it was Hernandez. Was it Hernandez who made that hit?
Whoever it was, waste him good.
Whoever it was a big hit. Well, the Wachusett called a timeout. Ball sitting on the Blue Devil 7-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 for a first down with 46.8 seconds to go.
That would mean it was a touchdown. If it was on the 7, they had 7 to go.
I'm sorry, it's not on that. It's
It's on the 5 and 4 to go.
It's on the 6 and 4 to go. Kind of hard to tell, but that's okay. Whatever it is, it's there, and it's close. That was a big play by the Mountaineers. Ryan LaFrade coming out of the game. 2nd and 6 for a first down. 46 seconds to go. Blue Devils lead 14-13 here at Doyle Field. Mountaineers knocking on the door. This place will erupt if they score. Big pitch to the right side. And he chased out of bounds. He is. He's knocked out of bounds. About the 1-yard line. Clock stopped with 40 seconds. Second, it's going to be close to a first down. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're going to measure it. It's either going to be 3rd and inches or 1st and goal from the 1. My. They'll bring the stakes all the way across the field and measure this one. Either way, it's down there. Going to be 3rd and inches, or it's going to be 1st and goal. Let's see if we can't see it with that camera. It's even blocked by the heads. It's short. Okay, it's a foot short. So it's going to be 3rd and a foot for a first down. And about a yard for a touchdown.
Stop here.
Yeah,
They're going
to have 2 shots at it, so they're going to have the 3rd down. If they don't make the first down, they'll have a 4th down. Then what do you do? Kick a field goal?
Kick a field goal right now.
Well, you could.
I would.
Then you'd have 2 chances in case there's a penalty, but you may miss it. And the way the Mountaineers are running the ball, this is big. This is big. Let's just watch this. I'm not saying a word. Let's just watch and see what happens.
Well, that's an interesting one.
I can't see it. I can't watch. Here it is. For all the marbles. Touchdown. All right, there's still 36 seconds to go. Mountaineers take the lead 19-14 with 36.4 seconds to go on the clock. See if the Mountaineers go for two or they try to kick the extra point. And Mountaineers will call a timeout. I guess they want to talk about this one. They go for the extra two. If they go for two here, Blue Devils can only tie with a, well, no, they can beat them with the two extra point.
Yes.
What do you say? Get the shore one?
Have to kick it.
Doesn't matter at this point.
No, it doesn't actually.
I think I'd go for the two. To give the Leominster Blue Devils 36 seconds to go down the field. I don't think they have many timeouts left.
Don't give up hope yet, though.
No, with Dean Boise in there.
Huge run back, actually. Could run a huge kickoff run.
Yeah. Well, the Mountaineers, I think, will kick a squib kick, so they won't get it to the fast guys way down deep. But you never know; they may kick it down deep.
Give it to Penning; he'll just make a hole.
Well, look what's happening here. The Mountaineers going for two. Straight dive, it's stuffed. Oh, I wish that was one play earlier. So it's no good on the two-point conversion. Mountaineers lead with 36.4 seconds to go, 19-14. So the Blue Devils have got to take it down and score within 36 seconds. Wow. Deep for the Blue Devils, Orthol Sankoon, Jonathan Hernandez, and Michael Mastrapasco. Blue Devils scored in less than 36 seconds on their last drive. So the Mountaineers set up, kick to the Blue Devils. See if they kick it deep. Squib kick down the middle. Keep it away from, it's Gentili. Gentili, where this kid can run too. Gentili's going for all the goal. And he's stuffed right up the middle. So the clock reading 30 seconds straight up. Blue Devils got their work cut out for them right now. Boise can throw the ball. He's got some great receivers out there.
They have to go for it all.
Yeah, they have to. They have to run sideline patterns, get out of bounds. I don't know how many timeouts they have left, but they only have 30 seconds on the clock. There's Boise up on the center. Five-step drop. He's going to get hit, and he throws it down. He was going to run a screen to the right side, and Boise got hit from behind. Incomplete. 26.7 seconds.
Yeah.
Ball's on the Blue Devil 44-yard line. 2nd and 10. Boise drops back to pass, got plenty of time. Throws it to the sideline. The Pride's on the ground, incomplete. 20 seconds, 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Coach is talking over. 20 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. They need to at least pick up the first down. Have any chance to continue. Well, one more down, let's put it that way.
Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Just let it go.
Now the Mountaineers are in a prevent defense. They're not going to get beat deep, that's for sure, but they'll give up the short one. Boise drops back. Got a That's interference. You throw the flag. No flag on the play. The man came over the back of Jonathan Rodriguez. That was a bum call right there. The man choked on the flag that time. He came right over the back of Jonathan Rodriguez before the ball got there and took him out of the play. There was no call. That's what you call swallowing the whistle. Swallowed the whistle on that one. 15 seconds, 4th and 10 for the Blue Devils. That was terrible. That was a first down.
And some.
Terrible, terrible. Here comes the blitz. Option right side. You got to get up across the first down. He does. He's got to get down. Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Okay, Hernandez scoots over the right side for first down. 6 seconds. 6 seconds to go on the clock. Ball's just over the 40. Placed down on the 43-yard line. Timeout Leominster. They want to talk this one over. They've got probably one play, maybe two, depending on what the official time is. What a barn burner here. The Devils are going to talk this one over. They've got to get something close to the sidelines. I believe they're out of timeouts. Well, Ross, what's the call?
Bomb it.
Go for it all or try to go sideline pattern out?
No, there's not enough time.
Oh, quick out for 10 yards.
And then one more.
And then one more in the end zone because I don't think he can throw it to the end zone from here. That ball sitting on the 44-yard line.
On a 54-yard pass.
Well, it'll be 44 to the goal line, but it's a long way.
Or you could.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. It sounds like they're going to try to hit Rodriguez to the outside.
Get him out.
You know what I'd do? I'd take everybody out of the backfield, send everybody out. Somebody's got to be open. Hit Hernandez flying down the middle. 2-step drop, let it fly.
Oh, geez, I had to fix my headset. Losing it there.
Well, that's why they're coaches and we're not. Let's see what happens. 6.8 seconds to go. Blue Devils trail 19-14. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 47-yard line. They split 3 to the left side. 1 back, man. They're going to throw it down and hope somebody will catch it. Craig with the ball. Craig's going to... Oh, he got tackled with the ball. The clock is reading 0 time, and that's the game. Craig couldn't get rid of the ball in time. Got taken out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness. Well, it was a hard-fought game on both sides here tonight, and it was just a matter of who got the ball last and who got a break once in a while. And the Mountaineers had come out victorious here, 19-14 at Doyle Field. It was a great game to see. The Blue Devils had a chance early in the first quarter and fumbled the ball away on the 1-yard line, and then they came back, and the Mountaineers fought back, and then the Blue Devils had the lead with 2 minutes left in the game. Mountaineers went down in a couple of big plays and scored. Went for the 2-point conversion, couldn't make it, left the score at 19-14. Blue Devils only had 36 seconds to drive the ball down 58 yards, got it down to about the 47-yard line, and just simply ran out of time. Blue Devils had made some great moves, some great plays, and Craig came in and just couldn't quite make that last pass. He had people down the field, but the Mountaineers were in a prevent defense. That would have been a real difficult pass for them to get off. And he was tackled, and that was the end of the game. So it was a great game here tonight, Ross. We like to say thank you to all our sponsors for tonight. Thank you for all the fans here tonight. Congratulations to the King and Queen and the courts. And we hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'd like to apologize to the coaches because the TV didn't work. It wasn't our fault. And hopefully Ross won't get docked in gym. So that's going to do it from us here at Doyle Field. where the Blue Devils go down in defeat to the Wachusett Mountaineers 19-14. Our next broadcast will be from Brockton next week, and the following week we'll be back here at Doyle Field. So we'd like to thank everybody and hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and good night.
Wow, those are some fantastic memories preserved in the archive of Leominster TV. Whether celebrating the thrill of victory or capturing the agony of defeat, all of us at Leominster TV have endeavored to embody this recent quote from NBC broadcasting legend Bob Costas, who said in his 2018 induction speech at the National Baseball Hall of Fame, quote, "While the game is the thing and the players are the stars, how those games are perceived and remembered is often shaped by those who chronicle them." That quote from Bob Costas sums up our mission over the last 19 years and will continue to chart our course long into the future. The awesome responsibility of chronicling Leominster athletics is a tremendous honor that all of us at Leominster TV are proud to be a part of. Thank you so much for joining us on this celebration, 20 games for 20 years. I'm Todd Robbins. On behalf of my producer, Kate Robbins, archivist Jack Selly, editor Bradley Bedard, and all of us in the Leominster TV family, until next time, so long, everybody.
Black coffee, I'm in trouble. Black coffee, I see trouble. Man, 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 I'm not gonna get home. Black coffee, I'm so dizzy. Black coffee, please get busy. Oh, love me to get home. Black coffee, I'm in trouble. I'm so dizzy. Please get busy. Man, 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 I'm not gonna get home. Black coffee.